And today I'm going to talk about a question of how do we really enjoy life despite difficulties that we have? And we certainly have difficulties in life, the world situation, wars that are happening, situations in our personal lives. There's always challenges that appear in life, but how do we enjoy life? And is even the word enjoyment an appropriate um, an appropriate way to think about it? Do we really enjoy life, or are we just content? Are we just satisfied? Or can we really enjoy life? I'd like to start with um, a phrase that my teacher, Jimbo Dennis Kelly, used and says there's really three keys. The key to life is to concentrate, to really focus and concentrate. And that concentration leads to awareness, which is another word for Zen, to be aware of what's really happening. And so concentration leads to awareness, which leads to unreasonable enjoyment. Joy for no reason, happiness for no reason, because we are aware. Now, what I like to do is share three different meditations for these three different aspects of concentration, awareness, and joy itself. And those, I believe, are a key to how to really live a good life. Does that make sense to you guys? So, in concentration, I want to start off with a story. There was a wise man, and this wise man had a son, and the son was depressed. And the wise man said, "What can I do about this son that I have that's depressed?" So one day he called the son in and he said, "You know what? I've thought about you, and I know you're having a difficult time, but guess what? I know where a treasure is. I know of this treasure that exists, and that could change your life." And the son said, a treasure, okay, I'm game. So the old man, the wise man, gave him a map and said, "Here's the map to this treasure. It's very far away." And the son packed his clothes and packed his things and went off in search of this treasure. And he went off for days, for weeks, for even months, and he traveled very far to try to find this treasure. And finally, after months, he reached the point on the map where the treasure was, which was right underneath a cliff by a tree. And he started digging for the treasure. And he dug by the tree, and he dug all around the tree, and he dug for days and days and days, and he couldn't find the treasure. And then after a while, he gave up. And he said, "Oh, I can't find this treasure. I need to give up." And sadly, he went back home to see his father. And on the way back, he met many of the same people that he met when he went there, and he saw some of the same views. And it took him months to get back, and finally he get back and he talked to his father. And when he saw his father, he said, "Father, I'm so sad to tell you that I've disappointed you. I didn't find the treasure on the map." And the father said, "Okay, but wait a minute. Tell me what happened on the way over there. How was your trip on the way over?" He said, "Well, I talked to a bunch of people. I saw different views, but I was really focused on this treasure. So I didn't really spend a lot of time with looking at things or talking to people." And he said, "Well, tell me what happened on the way back." He said, "Well, at first on the way back, I was really disappointed that I didn't find the treasure. But interestingly enough, the second part of the trip, I started conversing with people. I started connecting with people. I started realizing, oh my gosh, what a beautiful sunset. What beautiful views of mountains and cliffs and valleys. And I really I really actually enjoyed the second part of the trip. Um, and the father said, "Oh, so you did find the treasure. You actually did find the treasure. The treasure is being in the present. And so much of the time, we are looking to find something, to be something, to achieve something, instead of, hey, what about right here, right now?" So, this first part on concentration, we're talking about concentration, but what do we concentrate on? Now, there's different types of concentration. We can concentrate on our dreams, our goals, our aspirations. We can concentrate on the past. But what I'm talking about in concentration is concentrate on right here, right now. So can all of you concentrate right here, right now, and just be here? Just fully be here. And enjoy this time right here, because we're never going to have this moment again. Thank you. Now, there's two types of concentration. One type of concentration is I'm concentrating. I'm just concentrating like this. We do that sometimes on work. We'll concentrate on work. But what I'm referring to in this concentration, a really great way to live, is we concentrate like this. We concentrate with deep relaxation. So we're just here. We're just here. We're concentrating. We're right here, but we're relaxed. So it's a relaxed types of concentration. Now, this is quite difficult to do in our life. You know why? We're completely overloaded with messages. We get so overloaded with messages. As a matter of fact, the average person is hit with 5,000 advertisements per day per person. Because we see logos, we see ads, we see flashing all over. We create 2.5 quintillion bytes of information on the internet every day. Quintillion is one with 18 zeros after it. If you took a quintillion pennies, you could line the earth 5 times with it. We're bombarded with information. We get 103 million spam emails every minute. We're bombarded with information. We're all kind of ADD these days with our society. So how do we concentrate? You know, the average person has an attention span of 17 seconds. So we're going to be together for a while. How do we do this? How do we really concentrate? Well, my Zen teacher, Jimpo, Dennis Kelly, said one of the keys is, and he would accuse me of this. He says, Kensho, that's my Zen name. Kensho, you're being promiscuous. Promiscuous. And by the way, my lovely wife is on the line as well, Annette. I wasn't being promiscuous in our marriage, by the way. I was being promiscuous, Jimpo said, with my thoughts. It's like, oh, squirrel. Oh, I have a itch I got to scratch. Oh, I have to think about work. How do we just stay focused? Well, the way to do that is to keep bringing our attention to now, to now, to now, to now. And chances are all our minds will be promiscuous and they'll go off. But the idea is to keep on bringing it back. Now, one of the ways to focus on now that some of you may know is one of the things that's always with us is this breath. So the first meditation that I'd like to guide you in is a breath meditation to say, let's focus on the breath. And the reason we focus on the breath is it's both subconscious and conscious. So you can't stop breathing. After a while, you'll breathe. And yet, you can alter your breath. Now, in this meditation, I'd like to ask you not to alter your breath. Just breathe the way you breathe. Just breathe the way you breathe. Now, there's many different forms of this concentration meditation. And by the way, it doesn't have to be the breath. It could be we could concentrate on looking at something. We can concentrate on hearing something. But for this, we'll focus on the breath. And then we could focus on the breath many different parts of our body. So last month on the January call, we focused on the breath on the tantium or the hora, which is 2 inches below the navel. I want to introduce a different type of meditation this time, where you're focusing on the breath where it comes in your nostrils. And there's advantages to both. The advantages focusing on, if you look at your hora, 2 inches below your navel, is it's the center of your body, so it's centering. However, the breath actually doesn't go to your 2 inches below your navel. The breath really stops at your lungs. So the advantage of this type, which is called anapana, is that we're focusing on where the breath is entering our body. And we're just concentrating. So at a single point, if we concentrate on a single point, it helps us be present. So really, this first part is about being present to the breath that is constantly coming in. So what I'd like to ask you to do is close your mouth, pick a comfortable position, and let's meditate in concentration. And by the way, if we only did this, we can change our life dramatically. If we only focused and concentrated. So I use this bell as a symbol to just drop into deep concentration. What you want to do is ideally lower your eyelids. You can close your eyes if you like, or you can keep them half open. And let's meditate together to develop this concentration. So every breath that we breathe in through our nostrils, let's say the word silently to ourselves, concentrate. And we're completely focusing our attention on the breath as it comes into our nostrils with our mouth closed. And on every out breath, we can simply say the word to ourselves, let go. Let go of everything else but the breath coming into our nostrils. And it helps if we still our bodies, if our spine is straight, and whatever comfortable posture you like. Completely focus on the breath coming into your nostrils. Be here now. And say the word concentrate on the in-breath. And on each out-breath, let go of everything but the breath coming into our nostrils. The only thing that exists is this breath coming in and out of our nostrils. Each in breath, say the word to yourself, concentrate. On each out breath, completely let go and say the words, let go. Appreciate every breath. Don't miss a breath. If by chance there's some other thought that occurs, celebrate. You've noticed another thought, and then bring your attention back to the breath. Coming into your nostril and out of your nostril. Completely, completely focus on the breath. Don't try to adjust the breath in any way. Just allow the breath to come in and out as it is. Be completely here now. Every in breath, say the word concentrate to yourself. And on every out breath, as you say the word let go, you let go of your body, of your thoughts, of everything. And we are cultivating one of the most critical and important aspects of living a good life. Concentration. Just focus and concentrate on the breath coming in and out. Nothing else. Thirty more seconds. Complete focus on the breath. On meditation retreats, my teacher, Jimpo, would say, don't think that the sound of the bell is the end of meditation, because meditation never ends. We're always doing some form of meditation. Right now, we're doing speaking and listening meditation. The word meditate actually comes from medi, which means appropriate, just like medicine. And tation means some form of action. We're doing something. So it means appropriate action. Right now, I'm doing speaking meditation. You're doing listening meditation. So, keeping meditation, how do you feel after doing this brief meditation? And you can, yeah, thumbs up. Thank you, Joy. And you can all feel free to unmute if you like during when we're not in meditation, or just be silent. Either way is fine. Good.
I
There,
feel good. I
good.
normally do my meditation at the beginning of the day,
Mm.
but today I couldn't. So having this space is great.
Thank you for joining, Mary Lou. Mm, great. Mm. The many spiritual teachers have said, "What is the sign of spiritual progress?" And many teachers have said this, that one of the greatest signs of spiritual progress is less thoughts. So it's not necessary to say anything at all. We can just keep on breathing, being here, now, present. So the first key to living unreasonable joy, joy for no reason, is being present. Just be present. Now, we did this meditation with the air coming in here. We can do so many different types of concentration meditations. We can focus on listening to something. We could focus on seeing something. We could focus on feeling something in one particular part. We could focus on the sensations in this part. We can just concentrate on one thing. And this is one particular type called Anapana that is quite useful. Each concentration meditation has their own benefits and drawbacks. But this is a very solid grounding meditation to just stay here. Now, many scholars will say there's two types of meditation in general. There is concentration meditation and there's awareness meditation. So, concentration meditation is when we're focusing on a single point. Awareness meditation is when we're aware of much more than a single point. It could be a bunch of points or it could be all points. So, the ultimate awareness meditation is we're not choosing anything in particular, we're just aware of everything. But we'll narrow it down a little bit more than that. And I'll introduce you to one type of awareness meditation. Um, Before I do that, I want to share another story, and this is a story that happened to me recently with a friend, where he came to me for advice, and he's a very good friend, and he offers me advice. I give him advice, and he said, "Len, I'm having difficulty in life. I'm not satisfied with where I'm living. I'm not satisfied with the things that I'm doing and how how well I'm doing in my business, and I'm not satisfied with the relationships. I'm just not. Not, I'm feeling dissatisfied and frustrated. And he said, Len, what should I do? Um, I said, feel dissatisfied and frustrated. Feel what you feel. Be aware of what you're feeling. These are difficult feelings, and a lot of times we don't want to feel those. Now, what he said is, Len, I've asked a bunch of other people about this, and they said, e- everyone said completely the opposite. They said, oh, as a matter of fact, a number of people said, you have no reason to be dissatisfied and frustrated. Your business is doing great. Look at this. You live in a beautiful area. Yeah, every place has drawbacks. You have no reason to do that. Your life is good. Your relationships, yeah, we all have ups and downs. Be positive. Just be positive. He said, I tried all those things, and I still didn't change how I felt. And it didn't change things. But when I leaned into this idea of, wow, whatever feelings I have, just be with them, whether they make sense or not, things kind of seem to just clear. There's a negotiation expert who does FBI hostage negotiation and things like that. And he's done a bunch of research on emotions, saying that if you label emotions, many scientists say just by being with the emotions, they turn to uh, be less disruptive and less reactive by being with it. Now, this is somewhat common sense, but not common. A lot of times we have a difficult emotion, frustration, dissatisfaction, anger, fear, jealousy, and we say, oh, I shouldn't be feeling that. And we fight with it. I have fought with it many times. But if we can lean in to these and be aware of these emotions. Now, there's many things to be aware of. I'm picking emotions because we're going to do a meditation on sensations, really, both physical and emotional sensations. Those are the two types of sensations there are. Lean in to whatever it is. Now, this contradicts some of the books written about no, no, no. You just want to be positive. Let's just be positive. Uh, and as a matter of fact, I'm giving this talk right now on how to live a joyous, happy life. So let's just be positive. Well, many psychologists have actually changed their tune over the decades and realized that it's not just about being positive, it's being with the ups and downs. And that's the way to overall be joyous, overall live a happy life. I remember a long meditation I did for a couple of hours, and where you don't move, and 15 and you're doing it in front of a Zen teacher, and you're doing it in front of other people. So you really want to hold the posture. And 15 minutes into the meditation, I felt this pain in my knee. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I didn't know how long it was because your eyes are closed. Um, And I thought, oh my gosh, what do I do? Okay, just be with the pain. Okay, I'm with the pain. But it's painful. It, oh, I want to escape from it. And oh my gosh, I don't know how long I have. It was agonizing pain. And something hit me on this retreat of doing what I'm saying right now, leaning into the pain. It was an amazing, amazing experience. And what I did is I completely surrendered and I leaned into the pain. And something astonishing happened because I was looking at the pain and saying, pain is just energy. And all of a sudden, all of a sudden there was no pain at all. And that's not what I was thinking or hoping for, but it kind of reinforced this idea, and there's a lot of scientific research on it, that if we lean into things that are happening as opposed to going away, whatever it is, it dissipates. What we resist persists. Now, there's something that I learned in a Tibetan retreat from one of the lamas saying, um, when something happens, like let's say you're meditating, or if you're in life, there's four things not to do. I'm actually going to add one, but don't try to fix it. If some emotion happens, don't try to fix it. If some sensation, don't try to fix it. But don't indulge it either. Oh my gosh, this pain, this pain, this pain. Don't suppress it. And don't ignore it. Be with it. And the fifth one is don't identify with it. This is a secret to life. If we can do that, just allow things to happen and don't fix, don't indulge, don't suppress, don't ignore, don't identify. It's a secret to joy. What do? We are aware of it. We feel it. You feel what you feel. And leading psychological research will say that is a key. It's not common. We don't do it often. But in this meditation, um, that's what this next meditation of awareness is about. It's to say, okay, now let's focus on this type of awareness, which is called vipassana. And vipassana is a Pali word that means to see things the way that they are, not as you want them to be. The way that they are, to be with things the way that they are. It's not about positive and negative. It's not about good and bad. It's to be with what is the way it is in awareness. So for this meditation, again, um, one important thing in meditation is have a straight spine. So straighten your spine, pick a comfortable position. And in this meditation, we're going to go through our body and just observe any physical sensations. Physical sensations. Emotional sensations actually come from physical sensations and thoughts together. So, in this meditation, it might be helpful for you to close your eyes. And be aware of any physical sensations in your head, in the whole area of your head. There might be an itching or a buzzing or a vibration. Every part of the body has sensations. It's just we might not be aware of them. But every part of the body has sensations. And with that sensation, be with the sensation. It might be a lightness, it might be a heaviness. Ideally, if you can keep your body still, it helps. And just be with any sensations that come up. Don't fix it. Don't indulge in the sensation. Don't ignore it. Don't suppress it, and don't identify with it. You are not your sensations. They just occur. Be aware and equanimous, meaning it's not good, it's not bad, just non reactive, non resistant. Just be with any sensations. And now go to your neck and shoulders. And just be aware of the sensations in your neck and shoulders. Could be a tightness, could be pain. Doesn't matter what the sensation is. Just be aware and equanimous with whatever sensation is here. If you want, you can focus on a particular area where you feel a sensation in your neck and your shoulders. But stay in this area of the neck and shoulders. If you feel a sensation in another part of your body, don't focus on that. Focus on any sensation in your neck and shoulders. You might even, maybe you can't even label the sensation, but you feel something. And just be with it. Just feel it. Just be with whatever sensation is here. Now go to your right arm. Entire right arm, right hand. Just notice, is it cold? Is it hot? Heavy? Light? Maybe the sensation on an elbow or in a hand. If you like, you can hone in on a particular sensation on a part of the arm. Say, let's just be with that. Whatever it is. If you like, you could breathe in to the sensation and out of the sensation. So instead of breathing into the nostrils like we did, breathe into that sensation. But be aware of that sensation. And now go to your left arm. Just be aware of the sensation without resistance, without reaction, without doing anything, just aware. Physical sensation. Maybe it's a tingling, maybe it's a numbing, maybe it's a vibration. Maybe it's even the sensation of the cloth of the clothes on your skin, or the wind, or the air. Maybe it's a heaviness or a lightness. Whatever it is, be with it. And now go to your body, your torso. Just notice, be inside your torso. notice there's a little tightness in my stomach or in my back. Or I notice there's a discomfort somewhere. I notice there's a warmth in the right side. Be with whatever it is. Keep your body still. No resistance, no reaction. And now go to your torso. Go to your hips. Now, your hips, bottom part of your torso, very bottom part. Oh, there's a tingling, there's a vibrating, there's tension. Whatever it is. And now go to your right leg, your thigh, your knee, the lower part of your leg, your foot. What is it? What is the feeling? What is the physical sensation? If you're not able to feel any sensation, just be with that. If you can feel a sensation, be with whatever sensation it is. This is a critical skill for joy, being with what is, being aware of what is without reacting, without resisting. And now your left leg, thigh, your knee, lower part. Whatever you feel, just feel it. And now be in your entire body, inside your body. Entire body and see what you feel. Oh, I have some sensations in my stomach, in my back, my shoulders, wherever you feel it. Just be with whatever it is. Good, good. Most of the time in life, we get these physical sensations. And the physical sensations, along with thought, cause emotional sensations, and we react unconsciously. And with this practice of meditation, we can cultivate non reactiveness and wisdom. really, really foundational to living a joyous life. Any comments, questions, thoughts? Um, body, body gestures. And feel free to unmute if you like.
I think it was perfect. It was a beautiful thing. And I really enjoyed it just to be joyful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse Joy. So let's move to the third part. Let's move to let's move to joy. So, what do we do to be in joy? We might say, well, let's do a meditation where we bring in joy, we bring in enjoyment, we're just in enjoyment. Yet, that could work, and yet there is a more powerful way. I listened to a whole lecture series by Deepak Chopra on happiness, on joy. And he gave all these really big, fancy equations of all the different things you can do. But he said, you know what? With all these different equations, there's one really simple one. If you really want to be happy, if you really want to be in joy, love. Just love people. Just be of service. Just connect. Just do something nice for somebody. Call up an elderly person. Just take a nice action. And that's how we could be in joy. If you really want to be in joy, I read in a psychology article, they said, so, okay, flip a coin. Um, and maybe I'll do something for myself, which is not a bad idea. And I'll go for a massage and just really enjoy it. Or I'll go for a nice walk and just really enjoy it. Or call up somebody and just help somebody in some way. And just notice and see what happens, what the difference is. In my experience, the latter, they both can work, but the latter can be really, really much more powerful. There is a young gal that I've watched on YouTube called Claire Wineland. Has anybody seen videos from Claire Wineland? Really, really wonderful young girl. Um, she died a little while ago. She died at 21 years old. She had cystic fibrosis, which is a very painful, very difficult disease. She was born with it. So for 21 years, she lived with this very painful, very difficult disease that messes with all your organs. And she did all these YouTube videos, and I was struck by the joy in her videos. You could look her up. It's Claire, Wineland. And just, oh my gosh, she had such beautiful joy. And she had, tubes coming out of her um, uh, nostrils. And one video she says, I'm dying faster than most of you. And she did it with this delight. As a matter of fact, the last video, she said, I'm going for this double lung transplant, and I just wanted to be successful because then I can do more for other people. And that was really what was in her heart, to say, hey, I'm going to use this life energy to just help other people. And by the way, a lot of hours of the day she spent taking pills and doing medicines and doing all sorts of things. So she was quite busy uh, trying to keep herself alive. But just so so inspiring. One of the quotes I wrote down from one of the videos was, "The cure to illness is finding a way and finding your way in how you view your part in society. What is your part?" And it could be little things, just little things that happen. Um, Yesterday, I got a call from my daughter, and she she had a difficulty that happened, and she said, "Dad, can you come over?" And I just dropped whatever I was doing, and I just went over there and I helped her, and she just appreciated it so much. But you know what? In a way, it was selfish because I felt so great about doing that. My daughter can call me. I can just go over there, and I felt good. Um, so this last meditation is about bringing joy in through love. It's called metta meditation. Now, I said there's two types of meditations: concentration and awareness. This is technically considered a type of concentration. You're focusing on love. And with metta, what we do is we bring in love, ideally into our heart. Could be anywhere really, but ideally into our heart. And what we're doing is cultivating this art of joy by loving. And it's also loving ourselves. So what we do is find a comfortable posture, and what we do is keep our spine straight and breathe into your heart and breathe in love. Breathe in love to yourself. And when we breathe out, send love out. Let's start with all the people on this call. Just send love, pure love. Breathe in love for yourself. And send out from your heart love. Every in breath, take in the love and send out love from your heart. Breathe in love. And now send out love to all the people you know, friends, relatives, acquaintances, all the people you know. Anybody comes to mind, send them love. It's a real thing. Just send them love. And on every in-breath, take in the love into your heart. And from your heart, send out this energy of love. Now let's do it for our whole country. So in every in-breath, bring in love. And for our whole country, let's send the whole country love. Our heart is so powerful. Just expand and send out love to our whole country. Now take in love and send it out to the whole world. The whole world. Just vibrate and send out love and good intentions. Let's make it the whole universe. Just bring in love and just send out love everywhere to everything. Just send out love. Metta, loving kindness. Yeah, you can use your arms if you like. And now send out love to whoever you want. I'm sending love to all of you. And I'm taking in love from wherever it comes from. Hmm. So as I said, the bell, okay, we can say it formally ends meditation, but not really. So we can do these three things. We can concentrate, we can be aware, in particular, of our feelings, sensations, and we can send out love. And to me, this seems like that is the way to cultivate joy in our lives. They are simple. They are simple steps, but it's key. Three keys to life. Comments, questions, thoughts, feelings. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you for chatting in. Thank you very much for this excellent. Thank you. Really, really appreciate you joining. And I hope you'll consider joining again in a month. On every month, we'll have this the first Wednesday. And what I'll do is guide on different meditations. So the next one would be um, March 6th at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Feel free to write to me if you have any comments or questions or anything like that. Also, every single Monday, we do a half hour of silent meditation, not guided meditation, and that's at 4:30 Mountain Time, 4:30 to 5:30. And in that session, there's a half hour of silent meditation, a check-in, and then I give a brief talk on a subject. And usually there's a discussion. So if any of you are interested in that, what you do is you go to my site, the Zen with Lens site, and the second box you click on for the weekly meditation. And if you register, you'll get a Zoom link for that. Um, so, any other final questions, comments? Thank you so much for participating. I really, really appreciate it deeply. Hope to see you sometime soon. Thank you.